Hello, apiary peoples. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. Apiary. Apiary, thank you so much for the sub. Tier 1 sub for 6 months. Welcome back. Oh no! Wood! Keiki Uwu, what's up? Champ Lemon, Mick, hello. Okay, you wanna see the board? Okay. Okay. Quick unpacking. Have some lube. Have some switches. We have some stabs. So here's our box. Hammerworks. Doesn't really say anything other than that. It's just packing stuff. Hello, hello. Oh, Rob27. Hello. Salvin. Juice. Juice. Hello. There was a little gasket here that client included, but that was for fun. Some shelf liner. And here it is. There's some screws and some standoffs for the stabs. But this is the board. Fixed cable. So it is fixed cable. I did the cable work beforehand. So that's why the cable's already in there. I already did the cable work. I believe it is bootmapper client, so it's gonna be easy to program. No inner weight, no weight at all. So this is actually a kind of light board. It is not that heavy, but it is a good chunk of aluminum. So yeah. Super Switch, ¿qué onda? ¿Todo bien? Espero. Yeah. Hey, ¿cómo estás? Todo bien. Do the salap one, please. Salap. Don't actually use the shelf liner? Okay. I mean, we'll use it if we have to. If it sounds terrible. Nice mat. What is that mat? The desk mat is from GMK Voyage or Voyager, or anyway, well, whichever the name is the right one. Boo on the fixed cables. Fixed cable can be a hassle, but yeah, it's already done previously, so like it's not that bad anymore. Todo bien, way. That's cool. There's an LED diffuser that screws in the hole. Yeah, I know that. I did my research, Mr. Keiki Uwu. I did my research. I know what I'm doing. Imagine preparing for your stream. What is that? What does that mean? What does it mean? Anyway, I'm Raimi. Hello. Wait, Raimi? Do I know you? Gilbert, hello. Is that a Matrix 8X V2? No. I didn't know if you saw it in the bag. Yeah, I did see it. I have a Peerless eyesight. I can see everything. I definitely played around before seeing what was going on here. You changed the enter to cyan. You couldn't take the meme for too long. No, so I was taking photos. That was why. You guys wanna a little sneak peek into the photos? I just edited them. I just edited my photos literally like very short, very shortly, like just like maybe just a few minutes ago. Yo, Chubies! Yo, Preston, thank you so much for the 123-bit cheer. Thank you. Hey, Kimchi Jody boy, what's up, man? So today I changed my color balance a little bit. I'm not sure if you noticed, but is the color a little better today? Like yesterday, I just noticed it looked terrible, and I was like, man, I don't like it. So yeah. Anyway, let me show you a photo that I took. I took a photo of the bower. So here's a little sneak peek. I hope I'll have more photos, of course. But yeah. Is your ISO plugged in? No, not at the moment. Raz 1023, thank you so much for the $1 donation. The ISO is not plugged in right now because I have two USB-C cables, and one of them's plugged into the Rama M6, and one of them plugged into the Bower. How do you make photos look so good and look so easy? I have my floor, so I would show you my floor here, but my floor is spiked. Do you know what spiking is? So spiking is used in like studios and in like theaters to mark where things go. So I know exactly where to place my tripod each time. So I spike my floors for photos. So every photo is almost always the same. I work on, I'm very systematic when it comes to photos because I am not very creative. And so I prefer to stick to a method that works. So that's pretty much what it is for me. Darian, hello. You got to give me some tips? Sure. What if you step on the spike? That's dangerous. Yeah, no, Salvin, I'll definitely give you a few tips. I'm not like an expert or anything. I did work I worked as a lighting tech for a while, and so I'm pretty used to the technical stuff and the behind the scenes stuff for photography and like theater and that kind of stuff. And so like it's the stuff I'm used to. Like I'm actually not the creative type at all. Like when I was doing like semi-pro basically work, it was like I was the one carrying all the gear. Like I was the one doing all the hard work, all the hard labor, all the physical labor. And I mean, I guess you learn that way too, you know? Like you look at what other people do and they ask you to do certain things, but I wasn't the one like who came up with like the things that, you know, people were doing, like the main photographer was doing. And so that's how I learned photography actually. I just picked up lighting and learned how lighting worked, and just like, you know, like learned about that, and like just learned the more technical things, and didn't really bother to so much on the creative part. And so like my creative kind of like bone is like not there. I don't have a creative bone per se. 1 bit to buy my teachings? Hello? Wait, the wire is fixed? Yes, the wire is fixed. Yeah. Let's test the PCB first, because that's like the #1 thing we should do today. Like even if I did work with this and tested it earlier, I don't want to risk it. So yeah, so just for those who don't know what this board is, so this board is called a Peerless. It's called just Hammer 80 TKL, but they also call it Peerless 80 TKL in China. And basically it was a China restricted sale on Taobao by Hammerworks. And basically the keyboard is modeled after, it's kind of similar to the Matrix 8X and like the 360 Corsa, where like the bottom is different, but a lot of the plate design and like the placement of things is quite similar. The machining is good as always. Hammer actually has been known to use very good manufacturing. Since he used to make cases before. He used to make this 60% case. Oh my goodness, another raid. Clavier, thank you so much for the raid with 59 viewers. Welcome, welcome. As someone who teaches photography, everyone learns differently. Part of the challenge is to work out your own learning style. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a very big technical kind of guy, so I like learning the optics. I like learning the physics behind photography. And so that was kind of like the way I learned. Like I learned by knowing like, oh, what does it mean to have like shutter speed? Like what does it mean to have aperture? Like how does the iris control like the amount of light that goes in there? Like how do you measure that in intensity values? That kind of stuff is the stuff that interests me when it comes to like photography. And so, but like nowadays I'm more curious about like the more creative elements of it. Like that's the stuff I don't have, so I want to learn more of like what I don't know. Anyway, you can see it in your photographies. Oh, thank you so much for the kind words, OZ72. That is so nice of you. You need some composition tips, etc. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would appreciate that always. The composition part is definitely me being lazy though. I have to admit that. I know I can do better. Okay, so the bottom is just a piece of aluminum. So as I said, this was just a TKL produced in China by Hammer. Hammerworks is the same person or like the same group of people who work on the CRP PBT dye sublimated keycaps and cherry profile. They've also done like IMSTO, some of the IMSTO dye sublimation. They've done some keyboard designs in the past, like a 60% tray mount and a few other things. So this is basically one of these keyboards that they've made before. So this was more recent. I think this might have been like last year. And so yeah, this was restricted to China only, and so you'd probably have to buy it in the aftermarket. So it's a fixed cable design. So as you can see, it only allows the cable to go through this hole. And that's it. Like the bottom is just a simple chunk of aluminum. That's it. The machine is actually pretty well done. Has a few alignment tabs here. Has a few indentations here for the plate to sit on, and like I don't see any particular marks. Maybe okay, so maybe I see some marks over here like this, but it's like very, very subtle. It's actually like, as a consumer, I would not be overly concerned. Okay, so like maybe there's like a machining mark over here. Basically like, it's hard to see, but it's like right there on the H. But the hammer, not the hammer part of it. Dr. Click though, yeah. Decide to write more on keyboard photography and will do a composition one at some point. Oh, that would be awesome. I would definitely tune in for something like that. Definitely like check that out. Anyway, so what I did was I soldered. So as you can see here, is the other keyboard on the desk a Bauer? Yes. If you do exclamation keyboard, Lord J is going to be the specs on the keyboard that I'm typing on. So as you can see, it's just a PCB. It has a Atmega 32A microcontroller. Basically, it's a fixed cable design. I've soldered the cable here already, and I've used the zip tie that the cable came with to basically attach it here so that it wouldn't basically displace itself vertically off from the PCB. I mean, off from the PCB, and thus the cable could come off and compromise the integrity of the joints. So that's basically what I did. Okay, so it is a fixed cable design, as I said. I actually had. Is there a reason why the top case screws are asymmetrical? top case screws are asymmetrical, meaning like here? No, wait. Oh, top case. Oh, so these so this is kind of modeled after some of the old Korean custom designs where they had 4 mounting points at the top and 3 mounting points at the bottom. The 3 mounting points at the bottom are just chosen so that, first of all, the plate, like, you know, like when it's attached to the top piece, it's not like flimsy or anything. But at the same time, like the placement of these 2 points is such that it is around the spacebar and not near the spacebar, so that the spacebar sound doesn't feel like the spacebar travel isn't like dampened by a mounting point being so close to the to the length of the spacebar. Yeah, Koreans and their asymmetrical screws. Yeah, so the placement, I don't think it's necessarily like. You could think it's a deliberate process, but at the same time, I do think that it was a trial and error sort of thing, where people just tried different things and were like, hey, like I did it this way this time and it just worked, and maybe they stuck with that. The reasoning, like that kind of reasoning, has never really been exposed or explained, and so this is really what us Westerners, as keyboard enthusiasts, have like come up with. You know, like we've kind of theorized that this is what people must have done in the past, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's exactly what the reasoning is. It might have been a conclusion by chance. So anyhow, so I actually had no idea whatsoever how this PCB worked when I first got it. So the client contacted me and said like, hey, like I got this keyboard, but I have like no idea how to program it. Nobody told me anything. I don't know what to do. You know, could you figure it out? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. And so I got it, and I was like, okay, so like from what I've seen before, either they use like custom firmware out there, like TMK based or QMK based, like, you know. So I obviously looked into TMK and QMK, like the repo and stuff, and like other websites, and I was like, okay, can't find any details. There was no like build guide. No one has posted ever a build log of this keyboard. Like no one, like nothing out there. There's just photos of built keyboards of this particular design, but no internals, nothing about the components, what it has, what it's programmable with, nothing. I couldn't even find a Taobao page. It was disastrous, okay? Couldn't find anything for like a few hours. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna look at the controller. And the controller was, it said, okay, it's an Atmega 32A. And I was like, wait a second, Atmega 32A. I'm pretty sure I've seen that in Bootmapper client keyboards. So all I did was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a stab at it. So the first thing I did was make sure that I get the USB right. So like, even if it must have been pre-flashed, right? So I was like, okay, so since it's probably pre-flashed with some kind of firmware, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna at least get the USB cable right. Like, you know, get the D+, D-, VCC and ground right, those cables, like the wiring right. And then I was like, I'll plug it in, test that the whatever pre-flash thing at least is detected by the computer in some fashion, and then figure out whether it's reprogrammable or not. I actually thought it was not going to be reprogrammable, so I was like, okay, you know. So I plugged it in, it worked, and then I was like, I've seen 32A on Bootmapper, so I just opened Bootmapper client, right? So actually, let me do that. So I actually just like opened Bootmapper client, and like, you know, is it open yet? Okay, so it's opened up here, right? I have Bootmapper client open, and you know, I just is the music too loud, by the way? Just checking. And you know, like I clicked on download, and boom, it detected. So I was like, oh, it works. So that was a discovery by chance, but it was a hunch. Like in the end, it was because I was like, I've built a few hundred keyboards, and I've seen, like, I always like knowing what the technical details of them are, and I was like, okay, it's a 32A controller, let's just give it a shot, and bam, it was Bootmapper client. Worked. I was like, hey, I have nothing to lose anymore. It just works. And so like, you know, like I'm gonna remap my caps lock to control now. Like you know, I'm just gonna do this for testing purposes, right? And like map this to like left Windows key, and you know, whatever. Like the rest is fine. And so like, you know, I'm just gonna like upload it. So that's gonna program it. Oh, so it works. So it's like doing that thing. So it looks like it definitely is a boot mapper client keyboard because, you know, it responds to the program. So, you know, amazing. So it works, right? And so like, let's just test that all the pads are working. But yeah, it was finding by chance, but it works. And boot mapper client is actually super easy to use. So fantastic, you know, it's great. Anyway, yeah, so like if you look into different keyboards out there, you'll find out that I think this might be a wait something. Oh, look at that! Ooh, is that an FN key? Is that why it like glows? Cool. Or maybe that's the scroll lock indicator. Wait, is this programmed to numlock? No, never mind. I don't know. Anyway, so if you look into like keyboards out there, a lot of PCBs, like if they are on QMK, they're going to be done with Atmega controllers, specifically like 32, U2, U4. Sometimes like I think 16s are rare, and then there's like the STM ones that are also compatible with QMK. But basically, there's a set of different microcontrollers that our community uses, and so like if you find it on that list, and then you go on like the QMK repo, or at least just check if any like, you know, Chinese websites, let's say, like, cause they use a different like a basically like a forked version of TMK, which is like the precursor of QMK developed by Hasu. You know, chances are it's gonna work. And if not, if you look into like what controllers that we use on like boot mapper client boards, so this is like derived from Korea, it's gonna be mostly Atmega 32As. This includes like numpads, among other things too. So they use like the same microcontroller for everything. So you can notice that. And then there's like random stuff that doesn't really have a pattern to it, like matrix keyboards, like might use the same controller but don't quite have a oh, I just realized I haven't put switch hitter on the screen. You know, but like you might realize that some keyboards just don't follow any pattern, and you'll just have to figure it out, or ask people who participated in the group buy, or you know, just try to figure it out, word of mouth and stuff, to see if it's out there, if any of the information's out there. Okay, cool. So everything works, which is awesome. So we don't have to fiddle around with the PCB. No PCB issues today. So here we are. So I'm gonna undo the plate on the top piece. Get the plate from it. I must have missed, if anybody had questions, always, if you want to address me in some way, make sure to tag me. It's the easiest way for me to see what you're trying to tell me. I miss things quite often just because of the way I have my screen like laid out right now. So if you do tag me, at least I'll see a notification, so it'll help me if you want any questions answered. I need some more good matrix PCBs to port. Yeah. It would be great to see more, I mean, honestly, QMK is really so robust now that, like, it really is the way to move forward. with. I'm just very happy that like duck PCBs can be ported, and we can also like port a bunch of other things, and also like a lot of makers and designers are actually like leaning towards using it. Like, you know, even Matrix Lab is basically like leaning towards using QMK now. Like people in like in Korea, right? Like new designers in Korea are also leaning towards using QMK. So like, you know, it's becoming like a universal language sort of thing. And I'm happy because like having a standard, a centralized system for things is just like always beneficial. Like it just helps everybody. It will help people to like develop tools that are like useful and like easy to use. So yeah. So it's just a red aluminum plate here we have today. Just a nice and simple red aluminum plate. Do customs still use a Fave 87? Yeah, so Fave 87 is the Linworks 87 like TKL PCB standard. Yeah. It's like it's been around for many years. Okay. So knowing that our PCB and plate works, we can just put these aside for now. Work on the stabs first. A buddy is actually sending me a Fave to port. That'll be cool if it works. Oh yeah, so do I have to use these? Let's see. Let's try. Must have been included for a reason. Yeah, so a lot of the old tools like Bootmapper Client and like Fave tools and like Jigon and other things, they work. They are definitely just dated for sure. Oh, today we have PCB mount stabs. So, do we even need these? I don't think it even fits. I don't think this even would fit because it's a PCB mount. I would have to go through it. PCB seem thin. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It does seem a little thinner. So probably like 1.2. So we just first clip the legs of each insert. Makes me want to put my Bauer in rotation. Yeah, the Bower is really nice actually. I've enjoyed using it the past overnight. Past day really. I haven't really used it much technically. But I do want to get the keyboards out the door as I get them, because I do like using the keyboards that people send and stuff, but I know that they're excited about their own builds too, so I mean about their own keyboards, so I do want to after I build them I try to send it out as soon as I can. And like taking photos and doing like a typing test, that kind of stuff is out of courtesy. Like I just do it for free, so like, it's not, I do it for fun. Which is why I also feel like I get lazy with it. Like I don't get too creative with photos, or don't bother like doing anything different from the formula kind of that I have. So, but that's just like the way I am. That's just like I've always been like that. Very systematic kind of. Let's see. It's been over a month, forgot what it feels like. It's a nice board though. This one has Gateron inks, which has been pretty enjoyable to use. It has a palm plate too, which sounds really good. I'll be putting up a video with typing and stuff. I actually already have it uploaded. I just need to publish it. But I don't like publishing photos until after I send out stuff, because just in case anything goes wrong, I don't want to give like the wrong impression. You know, it's like there's deliverables and there's dates for them. I want to just be consistent with it. It's kind of, this file's kind of crazy. I think having a very consistent systematic also has the merits. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't disagree with it at all. I think so too. So anyway, I know it hasn't been too long since I last streamed, but for those who are new to the stream, I hope you all had a good Labor Day weekend. It's coming, I mean, it's really not the weekend anymore, but the long weekend, it's coming to an end now. Hopefully your return to work, school, or otherwise tomorrow is good. But, you could tell me about maybe what you did for fun this weekend, or what you're excited about. Did you participate in a group buy recently? I heard that the Plume 65 keyboard was just gone for a raffle for a group buy just recently, just yesterday I think. People seemed either excited or disappointed about it. Oh, Mickballs, I'm sorry, actually, S3PKK, I'm sorry I missed the, hydrate request. I'll focus on that, now. Let's see. I also needed to check something else. I wanted to pop out my activity feed. Okay, I'll take S3PKK's. Sweet red peppers. I'm resting casting all weekend. Just hit my goal number of sellable artisans. Oh, nice. That's good. QCing can be a fun process. It's always it's disappointing when you realize that it's subpar to your standards. But I'm glad to hear that you've met your quota. And keyboard should do information about the board I'm using. It's the Dixie Mech Bauer. It's Bauer by Dixie Mech. There should be a round 2 coming to Dixie Mech at some point in the near future. It's still under revision, but basically it's a design that will be coming back through Dixie Mech. I hope that when it comes out, you consider using my affiliate link, dixiemech.com/lightning. Is that GMK Pingsu? No, this is not GMK Pingsu. That's this is GMK Modern Dolch. We colorblind? I mean, is my camera bad right now? Is my camera showing you weird colors or something? Sometimes I see things here that people seem to see differently, so I don't want to confuse things. I'm colorblind a little. LOL, I see. If you want to see Pingsu, I have it over here actually. You want to see Pingsu? That way, regardless of color blindness or not, you can actually see what Pingsu looks like. Because even in color blindness, you can actually compare like intensities. So I know that because I know I'm very, very slightly colorblind. So this is GMK Pingsu. Here's GMK Pingsu. This is a number 2, key cult number 2 that we built yesterday during the day. There's the I took some pictures of it too. I took some probably more color accurate pictures. Okay, I'll show you. It's actually not as vivid as it shows. It definitely is a little bit of a vivid color, but at the same time it's not. Let me show you. I'll tease you a picture of Pingsu that I just took for during my photo shoot. That's more, I think this might be better, more accurate picture. So that's what it looks like in real life. It's kind of close to that. It's kind of close to this in real life. Has the accent is not quite complete. It's like almost white, and then the alphas are a bit kind of like yeah. It's like subtle color, and the modifiers are like a plum with a bit of like a maroon in it. Very interesting color. I love it. I really like this color. so that's what it was. That's what it looks like. IRL, mine looked like a slightly cooler, frosted version of that. It definitely depends on the lighting. I'm using like kind of like daylight lighting here, like because I have like studio lights on, so it probably is because of that. Natural light is the best way to assess a color, though, in my opinion. Like daytime natural light, but I don't have a lot of natural light coming in through my windows when even if I do open them, like open the blinds and stuff. I should double check mine because my lighting is a bit garbo. Definitely hard set to figure out for some colorblind people. Oh yeah, for sure. It definitely is like in the middle of everything, so it definitely has. I could see why it's difficult, more difficult to look at. Alpha seemed much more muted in the interest check group I picked. I think renders are normally gonna have a bit of that like grainy effect to them. And then if you like saturate or add too much contrast into the render picks, they look kind of off. And so like people tend to err on the side of like more muted, more like matte sort of color. Is that milky yellow cherry picked? I don't know. I can't tell you because I didn't do those switches. But I feel like most Gateron switches are basically the same. There you go, Keiki Uwu. This is the board. There's a board for him, so he can tell you about the switches. Pancake. Understandable. The pic you showed made it seem more vibrant. Yeah, it's definitely the way I edited might look a little more vibrant. Yeah. I try my best to match it, but it's honestly kind of tough. It's like my Taro picks are close, but I don't think it's as close as I can get to it. Like there's no better assessment of of these things other than with like your own eyes, right? So it's hard to say. It's a very nice color though, nonetheless. Mine looks a bit more cooler and desaturated on the alphas, but still looks so dope. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there is always something to criticize about color grading and stuff. I need to buy a new color checker too. I lost my old one. So yeah. Been kind of eyeballing things lately. On a different topic, I still can't pinpoint my favorite lube. I still lean towards GAV4 and 3204 over 205 grade 0. I lean on 3204 over 205 personally. I've been using 205 more because I have a lot of builds with 3204 already, so I've been trying to just do more 205 overall so I can build a better frame of reference for my opinion on it. And yes, that's GMK Modern Dolch. Ultra modern Dolge? Of course Dolge. Regular Dolge is the way. I have to admit, I don't really like the the cyan alpha on modern Dolge. I actually don't like it that much. I think it's glaring, like it's a bit too distracting. It's a bit too far light, in my opinion. The white is too light. Like it's like basically like both of the legend and the accent color, like the base color, is too light. I would have actually preferred to see Modern Dolce's alpha section be slightly darker, very slightly darker. But other than that, like it's a good set, but it's definitely not my favorite. Hot pink best accent. Did I get Moto light? No, I didn't. I have GMK muted, so I didn't get it. Yeah, I think having GMK muted, yeah, pretty much was like, I don't really need Modern Dolce Light. Cause it's pretty much like similar, lighter tone gray and stuff, so. Hey, Akarshi, what's up? How are you doing? Doing well, enjoying Labor Day. Moto L was retail therapy for me. Good stuff. Wait a second, I didn't clip one of these legs. Oopsie. Clicka clacka. Hello. You could flip muted and get Moto L for the big brain move. I don't really flip stuff, so I have a hard time selling stuff. Specifically, I actually don't. I feel too bad flipping. It feels like, I don't know. It just feels weird. I feel bad. I know it's becoming more and more acceptable, but it's because it's market price. But it still doesn't feel great. So in the end, I just end up not selling anything. Because it's like the sell it at cost and someone abuses your kindness. Don't sell it at cost and then you feel bad. Just not sell. Just don't sell. Just keep it. Just keep everything. Everything you buy, just keep it. Why sell? Just keep it. I was joking, by the way. I know. I'm just saying, though. Even if it weren't a joke, that would be my response. Like, whether it is or not, yeah. That's kind of like the way I kind of see it. It's like, yeah. Flipping feels bad, man. People are like, oh, but you deserve the money. It's like, do you, though? Do you actually, though? But you're not to blame for the market, man. It's like, I get it. Kind of, I don't know. Feels like I'm contradicting myself. If I were to just sell stuff for a ton of money. The cyan accents on Moto have the same issues as Shoko's. They're just too light. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree, Fabi Rock. I agree with that completely. Like, Shoko also has... Shoko, however, right? So Shoko made a compromise that was voluntary. Like, it was basically because the round 1 was struggling and GMK was like, if you want to keep it at this price, we gotta use this accent that we already have available, like the color, which was that light one. So Shoko's designer actually made a compromise there, whereas on Modern Dolge it was just chosen like that, which, you know, it's fine, but I think it's too light for it. I think it should have been a little darker. Which is why you use the red accents. That's correct. Red accents are the better ones on Modern Dolge, at least. I hope that the new Dolge R5 accents come out pretty well. I really hope that that one comes out okay. It's hard to say what an accent will look like until you see it paired up, so here's to hope. That's unfortunate. I agree. The red Rama Artisan for Modern Dolge over the cyan one as well. Yeah, I have it over there. You can see it. It's at the corner. Meanwhile, I'm hyped for CRP R3. Oh yeah, I am very hyped for CRP R3 as well. I'm always hyped for CRP though. I love CRP stuff. Beige is life. Beige is the best. Nothing as good as beige other than Dolge and white on black. It's a trifecta. It's a classic trifecta. It's beige, Dolge, white on black. The OG. Fax October delay though. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm never surprised with delays with Hammer stuff because they're always delayed. They've been delayed every group by now. I feel like it actually just feels like they undertake too much work for what they can actually handle. So they end up delaying because they don't make a long enough estimate for things. So they just revise their deadline. Tulip is a good one, yeah. Might get that crazy CRP set. You mean the one with the Commodore 65 inspired CRP set? That one looks interesting, but when BSP? Never BSP. BSP doesn't exist anymore. BSP is no longer an existing company, so there's no such thing as BSP. Want to buy J.I. Pink? J.I. Pink is a good one. Haven't people been selling that one though? I feel like I've seen a few people with it. Maybe I'm just imagining things though. I'll let you know though if I see one. Diego, what? You guy, the man trading NIV Peacock? Still jealous you have it? Yeah, it's hard to believe I have it, but yeah, I got lucky for that. Was there at the right place at the right time. That's kind of how it goes with things, right? Still, kind of want Hebrew Green. Oh, Hebrew Green is awesome. I love Hebrew Green. Hebrew Green is such a good set. That's the one set I want remade. Hebrew Green. Hebrew Green is amazing. I want Hebrew Green in double shot form. I don't care if I get pad print legends. I want Hebrew Green. Can't wait for Moto to come in, especially with that Rama cap. I see. Yeah, it'll be a while though from now. Moto was in what? Round 2 was in May, so. Really regret passing on the recent drop CRPs. Wait, does CRP have the same beige color as OG die subs? It's very, very close. Round 1 and round 2.2 are very close to OG die subs. Round 2, the first part, like the round 2, like 2.2 was the one that was organized by Syrup Labs, that's in Canada. Round 2, just like without the point 2, was organized by Hammer and Mass Drop, or Drop, my bad. And that one had slightly warmer tones because, like, I guess that was just the way the resin mix was mixed. But that one was like slightly warmer, so it might look a little bit warmer. But I mean, other than that, they're pretty close still. I mean, it's still matched as close as they can to beige. But R2.2 sort of fixed that, so R1 and R2.2 are very, very close to OG die subs. As long as they're not NCR. NCR is gray. NCR is not beige. NCR is gray. I tried to get 3 people to sell me Hebrew Green when they were delivered. Oh man, ghosts. So unfortunate. I had to trade for mine, I think. Has anyone tried north-facing KL black switches with thick cherry profile caps? I have not. Or north-facing? No, I have not tried north-facing. No, I wouldn't know. The current switches interfere with the caps. I'm not surprised. Even with regular cherry MX switches, Matuxa Z6, even with regular cherry MX switches, if you do north-facing, some of the rows will interfere. Will have some interference because they bottom out before the other rows. Oh, Striker is run for R2. Give it some time. It's too early. Striker hasn't been that long. People are kind of spoiled nowadays. People expect round 2s really quickly. People don't realize that we used to not even have good GMK sets until like 4 years ago, and it's not even that long a time. We've had like huge compatibility increases, huge amounts of new molds made, double shot things made, like secondary legends and stuff. And in addition to that, like, we've also increased production like by a massive amount. Prices have been prices have actually been better than they were before. And like round 2 was not even an expectation before, because round 1 was already hard enough to do. so I think the idea of round 2 is like, people need some more patience with that stuff. It's like a year is not that long of a time. People think, oh my god, it's been a year. It's like, it's not been that long. People waited longer than that for some things to happen. It's like, don't be so spoiled. So stuff is so much better now than 2 years ago. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. Like, there's so much availability, there's so much stuff, like new stuff always coming out. Like, there's no way you can go wrong with it. It's because people think they want the same things everyone else wants, but that's really not it. It kind of makes me mad, honestly. I'd settle for JTK Hebrew Green at this point. JTK standards hopefully go up even more. They're definitely kind of outsourcing some stuff. I mean, not outsourcing, but like they're kind of like improving on some things and like trying new things. So I think seeing a company try new things is a good sign, at least. So you could hope that as they make more products, customers will provide feedback, and that will kind of go back all the way to manufacturing, and things will get better as far as their standards go and pricing and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's like business promotes competition, and competition promotes improvement. Oko, wait, SAT 75 R2 when? Later this year, I know that for a fact. So how long before this gets sent back to you to fix the popped stem? Alessio. Oh, that's savage. Wow. I remember you have a photo for E7V1 with Hebrew green. Yeah, that was the key set is mine, but the customer also had a set of Hebrew green, so which is why I used that. They wanted Hebrew green on the pictures because they had Hebrew green too. I have Hebrew green. It's on one of my keyboards. But yeah, you can find those pictures on my Instagram. Upa said R2 before the end of this year. Yep. R2 what? R2 was basically a benevolent gift. R2 was never promised. Yeah, exactly. R2 is never promised. People expect R2, but it's not like intentions. Original intentions are not in favor of R2 of things. We need some more greens in this hobby. I agree. I love like military or like darker greens in general. Yeah, that stuff's my jam. I love natural colors in general. So like foresty greens, emerald green, like a dark green is good stuff. Light green is like very like artificial, like, you know, like not much shit in life is like light ass green like that, unless it's like toxic. Sad to take an L from Plume 65. I'm sorry to hear that. I wish GMK had done Yolch too. That would have been nice. Yeah, GMK. I guess you could get GMK Lux to scratch that itch. Alhex. Oh, it's not the same. I know. Talking about that board with the green and switch LEDs. Yeah, that one was good. I know someone who would agree with more greens. You mean too tall? GMK British Racing Green. Me neat now. Moss Green. Yeah, Moss Green was good. Botanical is gonna be up there. I didn't get Botanical. Looked pretty good, but I think I'm okay without it. Might get it later in extras, but I don't think so. I don't know. Wanted some matcha switches to put in the gray 7V with Botanical. Oh, that would be pretty good. That would look pretty nice, actually. I'm glad I bought into Moss Linears. What a beautiful green. You are a beautiful person. GMK nuke data. Just had to sit that one out. Yeah, that one. Very green set. Extremely green. I actually didn't like the novelties that much, which is kind of strange, but I wasn't into the novelties so much for nuke data. Jampot, thanks for Dolch R5 again. You're welcome. Thank you so much for your kind words. People selling it for like $1 a switch. Seriously? For matcha, Fey matcha, for Fey matcha stuff. Not too tall. Retired RMM mod. Wait, whom? Retired RMM mod who liked greens. Will Arseny? That's the only other person I know who likes greens. That's also a retired RMech market mod. Will? Yeah, Will's a good guy. I love Will. He has a splendid artisan collection. He's just always a really nice guy. I really like Will. Yeah, Will's a great dude. Really like talking to him. Are those stabilizer foams? Yeah, so these are the stabilizer, like little pieces. What are some good keycap sets for dark green boards? I would recommend GMK Olive, GMK Coniferous, Imsto Irish. I would recommend like obviously like beige stuff in general is pretty nice. GMK Camping is pretty good. Let me think. Dark green. I mean, white and black, of course. Can't go wrong with white on black. Alrighty. Was the Peerless 80 a group buy board? I believe it was on Taobao, and yeah, it might have been a group buy, but it was probably only restricted to China region only. So, yeah. Kinsupi. Hola Diego, ¿cómo andamos? Muy bien. ¿Cómo estás, amigo? Thanks Lightning for the suggestion. Yeah, no worries. Let's see if I can use these. Okay, that seems to work. Hi Diego, do you have a favorite MX style switch? I have a favorite switches command. FAV switches. And when you read alpacas on there, basically means any of those linears is fine. Gricion and Royal Alpha are some nice green sets. Yes, I wish I had Gricion, but I don't. So I haven't pursued it though because I just don't want to pay aftermarket prices. I think we still hear the beep when someone says Diego or Lightning. Wait, for real? Shit. Apologies. Oh well, whatever. Get used to it. I can fix it later, but yeah. If you do hear it, oh, maybe it's from my earphones. I don't know. Let's Let's see. Cherry Katakana Matcha would look nice in a dark green board too. I don't know what the set looks like, so I can't picture it in my head, but I imagine if it's like matcha-y colored, then yeah, it probably is a nice color to use. Wait, did I miss one of these? Did I lose one of these inserts? Have you had your eyes on any desk? Wait, what do you mean? Any desk? Is that a desk brand? Wait, did I lose one of these inserts? Or is it... Oh, here it is. Oh, like replacing your desk. Yes, I have. I wanna upgrade to a standing desk. I really like the uplift desks, but they're pretty expensive. I don't think I have money for that right now. But I mean, yeah, just in general, I want a desk that has more depth that way. And lengthwise, maybe a little longer, but at the same time, it doesn't quite matter as much. But like the Uplift V2 looks really good for me, for example, but it's expensive. Yo, Poner, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, my lips are chapped. Let's see how these stabs work out. I hope it goes well. Sorry, just checking something real quick. Okay, sorry about that. Not much happened. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be using some milky Gateron Yellows today. So Gateron Yellows with milky tops. Alright, we got some switches in now, so the plate should be nice and parallel. So the next thing is gonna be, we're just gonna test the stabs. Gotta be careful with this cable too, even if it's nice and soldered, just in case. Okay. Hey, Kowalski, hello. Okay, all the stabs sound really good today. This sounds great. Ideal Ape, thank you so much for the hydration. Switches. Okay, that looks nice and straight. Okay. Okay. Yo, Pancake. You there? Okay, good. Good. That's the only way to do it, in my opinion, but... Can I turn on the AC for a sec? It's kind of hot. Is this board still available for purchase? No. You would have to get it in the aftermarket. Pinnacle 65 looks interesting. What does that look like? Pinnacle 65. Is it a different layout? I don't think I've seen. I honestly like can't keep up with all the interest in terms of names because they all kind of sound the same to me. Although I have to say, 65% is not my preference. 60% of TKL for me, and the rest depends on what they look like and what they are. I do like other layouts. I mean, I use them just fine. Artemy design. Oh, that's the one. Never mind. I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, sure. It looks interesting. Oh man, it's the meme one, right? It's the 4 corner blockers. Boy, that's some big brain design right there. Pinnacle 65, 10 out of 10 would buy. Yeah. 10 out of 10 would cop them corner blocker keyboards. You say Kappa like you wouldn't actually buy it? Yeah, it is the pinnacle of custom keyboards though. It's the pinnacle of mechis, okay? It's mechis' pride and joy. Nodders. The community flagship. Hey, Cookie Dough TD, hello. Welcome. Yo, Chongasaurus, how's your stream? How was your Saturn 60? I couldn't catch it earlier. I was eating and doing a few other things. It was good, except was sent a GK64 layout, so I didn't have a 2U shift. Oh no! The cursed layout. Ah! That layout needs to not exist. I'm sorry. I hate it. Like 60% with arrow keys. Ho 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 ho. Nope. I would rather use FN and WASD or IJKL. Then cram another key on the right. I have a regular layout plate for it, but I'm going to use that on YouTube video. Oh, I see. It looks painful to insert those switches. It's a little tight because the PCB mount pegs, the cutouts for them are, I think, are cherry spec. Gateron switches tend to have a slightly thicker PCB mount peg. It's not painful though. It's okay. I've done way worse than this. Like yesterday, doing that key cult number 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was painful. That was really painful. If I had to necessarily have a stock switch, would Gateron Yellows be a good option? Yes. It's a very nice stock switch. Although I feel like alpacas and all those other ones are pretty nice too, though. Alright, more fan time. More fans in addition to the ones we already have. Normal yellow's full milky or top milky bot black? The latter. Milky tops and black bottoms are what people tend to recommend. I mix black, get yellow, get ink. Yeah, those are all good. All good switches. Topper is the only key switch. Topper is great. Ink V2 have issues? I'm not sure. At least the ones I've been sent haven't had issues, so I think maybe if there have been reports of issues, maybe it's a hit or miss sort of situation. Sent from my HHKV. I bet if you did Greg alone, you'd use a sophisticated and elegant icon icon mods. You guys are funny. Are you guys wearing sweaters and a tie though? Anyway, so since I'm just soldering, I'm just gonna talk about my sponsors. So the sponsor of this stream are in alphabetical order. They're Canon Keys, Dixie Mech, Mint Autumn, Novel Keys, Prime Keyboards, and Project Keyboards. Project Keyboard, my bad. And just to talk about a few of the group buys going on, Canon Keys right now has GMK Yuru as well as Cat Mizu going on. They are currently in group buy for the month, along with some desk mats that fit them. There's a few other desk mats on Canon Keys' website that you will find for group buy as well. They come from different community designers. Next up, we have Dixie Mech. You can head on over to dixiemech.com/lightning, and you can check out the 808 colored ink switches. So they're basically Gateron ink switches, but with the 808 blue, gray, and pink color scheme. So those are being sold for 75 cents per switch. And they will be on group buy until the 20th of this month, so it's only open for 2 weeks. So if you're interested in getting switches, do head on over to dixiemech.com/lightning to purchase some. Next up is Mint Autumn, but Mint Autumn currently doesn't have any particular products in stock. They ran the Rukia most recently, and it's in production. The next project that's in line is the Irma, which is going to be a polyethylene made case, similar to the material that the inverse stems are made out of. And Irma will be a TKL layout keyboard. But more news on that later on. Next up is Novel Keys. You can head on over to novelkeys.xyz and check out all in-stock items for 5% off using the promo code THUNDER to support me. But for group buy items, we have currently GMK Sloth and GMK Monokai material. GMK Sloth is a sloth themed natural color set, so it's like browns and earthy tones. And there's a desk mat for it as well. And GMK Monokai material is a Obolowski design set. It's going to be similar to Oblivion, so like an IDE color scheme. Has a bit of like more of a monochrome look to it. Still has the colored modifiers, but this time it includes only the Git modifier, so you won't have any regular regular legend modifiers. So those two are GMK Sloth and GMK Monokai material for the rest of this month. And then on Prime Keyboards, you can find lube stations. So head on over to primekb.com/lightning to check out some lube stations, T1 tactile switches. Later, we'll be having some alpaca restock for switches, as well as there's smoky housing, black smoky housing, Durox stabilizers in 7U and 6.25U and 2U form. They come in different kits. There's also other accessories such as switch springs, desk keys, switch films, and toper silencing rings. So do check out primekb.com/lightning. And finally, on Project Keyboard, GMK Dolch R5 just ended. Thank you so much for your support on GMK Dolch R5. We're currently tallying up the numbers on GMK Dolch R5. My estimate is that we might be crossing the 1,000 unit mark for GMK Dolch R5. So really thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I know that Dolch is an understated set nowadays because it's not as cool as its modern counterpart that's right in front of me. People say that anyway, but I personally like the OG look of Dolch. Nice and earthy tone, along with that goes well with other more vivid accents. And there will be two accent colors for that set. So if you missed out on GMK Dolch R5, you will be able to purchase GMK Dolch R5 when extras are out next year. So yeah, thank you so much for your support on GMK Dolch. 1K unit Pog. Also Pog, imagine sleeping on it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, and so those are all the group buys for this month. Thank you so much for the support. Oh yes, later this month, in the middle of the month, I just remembered one more group buy, is going to be the NK65 Milkshake Edition. So it's a collaboration with Bip, who designed Milkshake as well as Bento, among other key sets. Very cool collaboration. Comes with a custom Milkshake edition switches as well as a Milkshake edition case. It's very, very cool collaboration in my opinion. That's going to go on group buy in the middle of this month. More details will be announced through Novel Keys. Do make sure to sign up for their newsletter, because their newsletter really is their most reliable way to get news from them. And normally it is the first source of information. So do check out Novel Keys' newsletter, and as well as their Instagram. They tease a lot of things on Instagram as well. So. Those drama caps, so lit. Yeah, I know. I will be purchasing a handful of those myself. So very excited for the Dolce drama cap. Just imagine having a cluster of those, just all those cherry logos. So good, so tasteful, so nice. Maybe I'll just fill up that dark grayish Rama M6 with a bunch of cherries, and I think I'll like that. Dolce Rama nut. I know. I will hydrate soon. It's Duck. Thank you so much for the redemption. Champ Lemon, what's up, man? Not much, bro. Just chilling. Okay, that's good. Let me see if I missed any pads. I don't think so. Okay, so give me 1 second. Where's my phone? I just had it here. Drop it. Okay, so let's test. Let's hydrate. And let's test this bad boy. Hopefully it all works on the first try. I think I'm kind of confident that it will work. Hey, Tempest, hello. Would you lube cream switches? Yes, absolutely. Definitely lube your cream switches. Woo! It all works. First try, no issues. Booyah. Let's go. So we have this gasket here. Shall we try it? We can try it. I'm not sure if it'll fit, actually. Let's see. There isn't a switch I don't lube? Yeah, exactly. There isn't a switch I don't lube. Yeah, that's exactly right. Would this even fit though? Because if there's this thing here, let's see. Unleash the worm. I mean, so this gasket is not supposed, like, it's not part of the kit. It was just sent for fun. But we can try it out. Okay, it's on now, but I don't really think that's gonna do anything though. Whatever. So, I mean, if the gasket's on, what is it gonna, like, even do anything though? Oh yeah, let's not forget. Is that your bower? No, it's not. It's not my bower, no. Just the indicator light thingy. It has the posts on the bottom. Well, we can try. I heard it's being called gummy worm mount or something recently. Yeah, that's what people call it sometimes. Do not support clones or fakes. Did you join the Plume 65 raffle yesterday? No. I did not. Not really interested in it. Yeah. What? The dinging is back? Dinging what? I didn't ding it. I didn't ding it. It's fine. Y'all just bitching. Y'all too scared. So wait. So do I not top mount it at all and see how it goes? Okay. Let's try it. Oh, the dinging. Oh, the notifications. Oh, is it back? Oh, I see. I see. Why is it back though? I thought I changed my settings. It shouldn't be back. You should not be able to hear it. How bizarre is that, huh? Whatever. I mean, it's so weird. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. It's just funny that you guys can actually hear it. Nothing happened. Okay. No screws then. Okay. Alrighty. Just funny? Yeah, I know. It is funny though, because I thought I changed the settings yesterday and like it was gone, right? So if the O-ring sucks, I'll just take it out. Yeah, sure. Do you have a lick today? Today is it's a holy day, cackle fruit. This is not happening today, okay? Today is a holy day. It's a lick free day, okay? It's Labor Day. I don't work on Labor Day, okay? Okay. Alright. That's a shame. I mean, what would I lick here? There's nothing to lick. Nothing. Nothing, I tell you. Ouch. Oh, my back. You can lick the board logo. Yeah, it would really teach you to, meant to be different. As it says here. Meant to be different. Wait, what? Hold on, someone's calling. What is that? Let's see. I actually am gonna go wash my hands, as I always do. So I am gonna put some key sets that you guys can pick from. There's other key sets that you can suggest if you would like, but in the meantime, I do have some here. Let me see what I have. Oh wait, that's not the right. I need to do it from the dashboard. My bad. Pull. Let's see. What key set on the silver hammer TKL? Okay, let's see, I have 909R3, OG Cherry die subs, NCR die subs, GMK Olive, GMK Handarbite. Wait, I can't do too many here, so I'm just gonna put beige all in one. Beige, so like 909R3 or QVT die subs. And then KA 2017 Dolge Oblivion. No, I don't think those are too dark. Violet on cream. Okay, I'll just put KA 2017. So the GMK KA 2017 is basically like Valentine pink. Like Valentine. I'll go 3 minutes. Okay, you can spend your points if you would like. Maybe let's do, you need to spend, let's say you need to spend, because pick a key set here is kind of cheap, 3,000 only. No, yeah, you have to pay 10,000 if you want to add votes. Let's say, no, 15,000. All right. What is this Handarbite with olive mods crap going on here, huh? And I poll first. I'll check your points later. Yeah, you think additional votes are gonna be cheap? Please. I mean, you wanna make more votes? Let's see what's going on here. I haven't looked at the poll yet. I'll wait a couple of like a minute. Let's see. Handerbite on silver, I beg. Why Handerbite meme can't die? Handerbite is fine. I like Handerbite, okay? Don't you dare insult Handerbite again. You'll get banned. Handerbite with olive mods. Anything but Handerbite. Poner objectively wrong. Handerbite, sir, please. Handerbite with olive mods. Nah, Handerbite. Okay. What about SA909? I don't have SA, sorry. Wow, beige won. Okay. Oh wow, the rest of them weren't even close. Okay. So beige it is. Sorry, Handerbite people. Handerbite is... I decided to make a vote because y'all were all over the place. I'm gonna refund all your points. Okay, I refunded all your points. I need to make this pick a key set thing more expensive. You know what? Screw that. Y'all are... This is way too cheap. How many points do you guys even have? I heard someone had like 40k points or something. I'm gonna make it more expensive, man. This is not... This is way too cheap. Gonna make... Let's see. Pick a key set. Gonna change that to 10k. 10k. Choose an artisan. I'll make that 5k because no one seems to redeem that one. Hydrated is fine. 500 is fine. You can make me drink water. And limit redemptions per stream. Yeah, that's fine. Mod me so I can be toxic mod. It's okay. I can be a toxic mod elsewhere. Contaminated corgi, please. Okay, that's fair. I'll take that one. Okay. So Poner highlighted his message to say that to Wood. Wow. So kind, so generous with his insults. All right. So beige, right? So among beige, I have 909. I have Belgian dye subs. I have German dye subs. I have this ANSI set with cool sub legends that it's double shot. Okay, I guess that's what I have for now. Wait, where's my Okay, well, yeah, that's what I have. Any SAT avail? SAT is on a different keyboard. I'm not gonna take it off. I'm too lazy for that. German to mash that one guy's hammers. Alright, German it is then. Let's go German. Yeah, German. German's fine. Let me go find a, where's my, give me 1 sec. I need to get a, enter and a left shift. Okay. CRP icon mods. Look at that. Not having the screws on is kind of making this go down quite a bit. You can see it sinking. Oh, where you put corgi? Oh yeah, I'll get that. Sorry. Oh, I need a pipe key. I need to get a pipe key. Should have one over there. All right. Trash man disguised as a dog, yeah. The big jar of water pa que amarre, yeah. Alrighty. Four-eyed dog. Okay, so I'm just gonna test that all is fine. I think should be now. Yeah, so for those who were wondering what this was about, so I'm using a OG Cherry keycap set, which is from like an original Cherry keyboard. It's ISO layout, but because the left shift normally would be short, I use the ones from CRP, the enter and the shift, and then the this pipe key is from just the double shot set. Wonderful miniature figurine, thank you, thank you. Just to make sure everything works. Oh, I see, that's like a numpad. Wait a second. Do you see that? Pancake? Do you see that? Okay, we're gonna go back into the case. We're gonna get that ring out of there. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. Nah, it's just because it's not attached. That's all. This was an experiment. Nothing else. Pepper Hands, my $1. Yeah, it's a $1 rubber ring, so. For fun build denied? Yeah. Unfortunate. right. Okay, cool. Shorting was better. Shorting was not better. Alrighty. Just put paper, no need for screw. No, even if the paper was there, the problem is it sinks too much. That's the real issue. Put gummy worm back and don't use those keys. Okay. How did the gasket cause shorting? Because the case wasn't, because the plate assembly was floating, like it was not really being held by anything. So when you press, it just sinks to the bottom. Yeah, that's all. So a bad solder job? No. It's because we were trying something experimental. Are you saying I would do a bad solder job? Is that what you're trying to say? That's fine. That's cool. Is that how we are now, though? Alright. That's how it is, huh? Don't you ask me for a favor, okay? Alright, here we go. Y'all ready for the typing test? I'm just messing with you, it's okay. You'll be fine. Alright. So here we have our Hammerworks Peerless 80 TKL. It's built with Gateron Yellow switches, Lube with 205 grade 0 and with milky tops. Other than that, it's just a top mount build. The keycaps right now are OG Cherry PBT keycaps, except for the pipe key. That's the only double shot key right now, and the enter and the shift key are from CRP icon mods. So that's all we got. So let's try this out, shall we? Alright, here we go. So here's the mods. So that's what it sounds like. Has a little light here that activates when you press scroll lock, but it basically is like a num lock. So let me show you how it works. It's kind of cool. It like basically, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. It's like a numpad. It's like a numpad function. But yeah. And if you want to look at the actual board, let's let me show you. So indeed, it is a silver TKL with a red plate, aluminum plate. OG beige. So let me just get rid of that typing test box because it's just in the way. Fixed cable, something that you don't see in a lot of boards, like kind of old style. So that's the Hammer Peerless TKL. Has an engraving that says it has a hammer logo and meant to be different. That's what it says. It's the light. The red plate peaking is really nice. Yeah, I agree. And this is the side of the keyboard. Dust. Side of the board. And this is the bottom. Pretty cool hammer engraving. That's the hammer and then AMMER. Bottom's pretty slick. Look at the I like the way this is the curve of this is pretty nice. Machining wise, anodizing wise, pretty good. No complaints, personally. Like these corners are done really nicely. So yeah, overall pretty nice. Oh yeah, for those who haven't seen, this is what R5 looks like. So this is R5 bottom row. So you see, okay, well yeah. So I mean, like this key, like the F1 key over here is row 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. So yeah, fixed wire. So it just has an outlet here. Yeah. What degree? I'll say this is like 7 degrees probably. Yeah, it looks like 7-ish degrees. Yeah, I think that's about right. 7 degrees. Are there any other sets that do R5? There is old version of Sky Dolch that has R5, old version of White and Black that has R5, Beige, CRP, hold on, let me remember. TA90, GMK TA90 has it. GMK Triumph Adler, the first one, has it. GMK Carbon R2, GMK 909 R3, GMK Nuke Data, a bunch of base sets like GMK Classic Retro, or KA 1953 is what it's called, has R5. Blue Alert, I believe. Wait, is it Blue Alert? No, I think it was it Blue Alert or True Olivetti? Hey, Joyo, hello with 35 viewers. Welcome, welcome. Imagine if Diego ran GMK Beige with R5. I would do it. You want me to? I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll run GMK Beige with R5 with colored pad print Windows keys. That would be A+. With a cherry. Ooh. Wait, you can't do old cherry logo, by the way, because old cherry logo is you cannot get the license for that anymore. Cherry is against it, and so GMK won't do it. Old cherry logo is no longer possible through GMK. Just FYI. But yeah, there's a lot of R5 sets out there, and welcome Joyo and all the rating people. Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about cherry profile sets with R5 bottom row. Welcome. But yes, there's quite a few sets with R5. Oh, GMK ASCII should also have R5. Trying to remember what else. What else has R5? I don't recall. Anyway, turning on the fan because it's getting really hot again. I like R5, but not sure about R0. I agree with Gawk. I am not. I have tried R0 a few times and didn't like it so much. It was not my preference ultimately. Beige add-on kit exists. Not that I wouldn't mind more Hangul again. Wait, finding Hangul Beige? I literally just found Hangul Beige like a little ago. But yeah. What's R0? R0 is a little bit of a steeper profile than R1, so you could imagine that if this key here is R1, R0 is slightly steeper, kind of like that. But you can imagine the bottom's vertical, like I mean, horizontal, but you know, it's like slightly steeper. It's kind of like that. You could fill it, like basically fill in the blank, but it's like slightly steeper and taller than R1. But basically R0 is gonna be even taller. Show the difference between R4 and R5 too? Yeah, sure. So I don't even know why I'm doing this when I have pictures to show you, because I compiled a bunch of pictures for GMK Dolch R5, and people, I'm not even sure if people even noticed. Like, probably people didn't even care. It's okay. I get it. I get it. But look, if you go to my GMK Dolch R5 Geek Hack thread and scroll down to the bottom, there is here comparing row R4 and row 5 in cherry profile. And there's photos here. So on the left you have R4, on the right you have R5, right? And there's examples. I used my own photos to do that so that no one can say I'm plagiarizing. So this is R1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And R5. Joyo, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good breakfast. Have a good day. This is R5 over here. This is R5 over here as well. So R1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one thing about R5 though is that it means some of the 1U keys won't be as versatile. Just make the kit bigger then. Just add more keys. Just make the... Is that the special caustic Jane? This was an N-dash. It was a Finderworks N-dash that I built. Please do beige with R5. I'll consider it. I mean, I just hope I don't have like I'm sure there's gonna be some people chasing after me, because like Originative probably isn't happy that I did Dolge. And I'm sure there's gonna be other people that might not be happy if I do beige. But beige would be great. I think beige would be great. I think I'll do it. We will defend you. Let's do it, guys. You're in. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. Anyway, so that's our beige sets here. I'm glad you ran the Dolce. Thank you, thank you. I never go on Keycaps because it looks so old. It's a bank of information, though. You learn so many things from just reading Keycaps, but that's only if you're up to it. I've spent so many hours reading it. I've spent too much time in it. I've read like full subforums at this point. Isn't it annoying without Windows key? No. So look at this. Let me show you the how bright it is to see the light. Look at this. If I don't have a Windows key here, okay, my bad. If I don't have a Windows key here, I just remap, right? These PCBs are reprogrammable. So all I do is I put control here, because there's no caps lock that I need. I don't need caps lock. If I need caps lock, I just put it on a function layer. So I put control here personally, because it's like the same as the HHKB and Real Force, Leopold, whatever, right? And I put the Win key here. This is my Win key. And then the rest is the same. Alt key, right? Alt key, space, Alt, control, like everything else is the same. But Win key, caps lock. Win key, caps lock. That's it. That's your solution. This is your solution to not having a Win key in your Win keyless board. It's the easiest way to do it. Not to mention, getting used to control here is actually really poggers. It's actually so nice for gaming. I'm used to doing this as control for gaming too now. Like it's great. It's fantastic because it's like right here. It's like right here. Don't need to bother with like going all the way down here, which is really uncomfortable. Even if I'm using a Mac, I just put so when I'm doing a Mac, I basically just swap Alt and Win, which is basically Command, right? So Command would go here and Alt would go here. That's it. But yeah, that's your way to solve Win keyless, in my opinion. It's a very, very easy way to do it. So your keycaps lie? Yeah, but do you even look at your caps when you're doing like you know, like shortcuts? You don't. So who cares? Right? Anyway, so that's all we got for today. Okay, so I guess one thing I'll talk about, the con of this board in particular, like one of the bad things about this board is fixed cable causes a little bit of a gap over here. So I'm not sure if you can tell that. Okay, right here. Compare the gap between the caps and the case here and here. Like over actually here, like on the F9, F10, and over here to scroll lock in the print screen. A little larger, but pretty much when you're looking at it from the top, you can't see it. Only visible if you look at it like really completely flat. But that's it. Otherwise, zero functionality difference. Yeah, but that's because the fixed cable is a bit thick, and so it pushes up a little bit. That's about it. Maybe it's not in fully, but I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is completely in. But yeah. Mag mods are trash. I said it. I'll allow it. Allow it. Wait, no, it's not working from here. Anyway, so that's all I have for today. At least for this build. The next build, I might do a personal build next. Some friends have been waiting for it, so I might want to do a personal build next. Probably not tonight. I'm a little busy. But yeah. Let's see if anybody's online right now. Come on. Why is this not opening up? My internet is like slowing down for some reason. Or my computer is slowing down rather. Let's see. Chubies is streaming. Oramek. Max F just went live? He was here just earlier, wasn't he? We could go raid Max F. He was here earlier. Man of Interest? Oh, we could actually raid Man of Interest. I haven't raided Huey in like forever actually. Yeah, let's actually. He's doing a build. Let's go raid him in a bit. Okay, you guys have any last minute questions? Anything I didn't see before that you wanted me to answer? Powajin or someone has said, how long have you been streaming for? I've been streaming for about. When was my first stream? My first stream was in 27, so it's been like 3 years. Actually, yeah. My first stream was like 3.5 years ago, maybe. But I've been streaming more actively about 2 years. I started streaming before Nathan did, but I wasn't active streaming, and I also didn't have gear to do it with. Nathan was always first in terms of getting a lot of very expensive gear, which I didn't have money for because I was a student. Still a student, so don't have money for it. And also, I guess I didn't really, wasn't super into it anyway. Beige with R5, I duly noted. Not sure if it was mentioned. The DZ65 RGB kit from KBD, is it worth getting for a new person to this hobby? Yeah, sure. DZ65 RGB, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's fine if that fits your budget and it has all the features that you like it to have, then it's fine. I think KBD fans stuff is not a bad deal for the price, if that's what you can afford and what you want to pay for. But do I know anything specific about it? I don't. Yeah. Thoughts on the rubber or foam inside of the case? So my general thoughts is have it only if you think that you need it. So in my personal opinion, I don't like adding foam or liner or whatever in the case first. So I first build it and build it without anything. And then once I type on it and stuff, and I'm like, okay, so there's like some of that reverb or like echo that I could probably just get rid of by putting a piece of something in it, then I just do it. Yeah. But overall, I feel like a good board that sounds good, let's say, shouldn't be needing it. Like, you shouldn't be depending on foam for a board to sound good. Because like all that foam does is it just dampens the sound, right? It just gets rid of all the sound in the case. Or like, absorbs the sound in the case. I don't personally feel like that's kind of like what the keyboards are like. you know, sounds like a keyboard because it might be hollow. Like hollowness is part of a keyboard. So MK67, I mean KBD67 MK2 needs foam, right? People seem to say that, yeah. People seem to say that. I actually don't have KBD67. I haven't had a KBD67 around here. I have had a lot of KBD75s, but not 67s. And what do you think of creamsicles? I actually haven't used them. Or those, what are creamsicles? They're cream switches with, no, wait, they're icicle, creamsicle. Wait, what's the housing? Can someone describe creamsicle for me? What is that? Is that like a tangerine with a cream thing? Cream stem and tangy housing. I haven't tried them. I haven't felt the need to. I would imagine they'll be pretty clacky, because creams are pretty clacky in general. But maybe it's the housing. So maybe it's a little quieter than the cream housing. I mean, I can only imagine it'll be pretty smooth, right? Because you have like pretty smooth stem with a pretty smooth housing. Yeah, I can't see it being any I cannot see it being any like different from other linears out there. Lana, thank you so much for the host. We're about to head over. So let's do that, shall we? All right. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. The next stream will be coming soon. Probably, I don't know, sometime this week, maybe tomorrow if I have free time. So yeah, you'll see me again very soon. I've a lot more freedom lately, so yeah. Let's go raid Mr. Man of Interest. Alrighty. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for, you know, being here. And I'll probably see you on the next stream. If you haven't checked out my socials, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Discord, on YouTube as well for typing tests and build streams, which I upload over there. So just check those out. You know, on Discord I ping with when the stream is on, and as well as like other like random announcements and sponsor news, as well as GMK Dolch related stuff. I have a pingable role over there if you are following GMK Dolch, like Artisan Keycaps or other collaborations. Nice puller, thank you. I really like it. It's so lovely. It's made out of copper interior and a Juma scaly top. Thank you. Yep. Alrighty. Thank you everybody, and I'll see you next time, okay? Have a good evening.